What's going on, everybody? Casa Kano here. And while I'm at my open house today, I figured I would give you guys an in-depth look into what a real estate review is. I know I offer them a lot, and they are very helpful. And this is what I always bring with me to an open house because it's helpful for buyers and it's helpful for anybody who lives in the neighborhood, who are neighbors, who are just interested in knowing what their property is worth or what the activity is looking like. And possibly if they're thinking of selling, it could help them make an informed decisions. So I always start off with a property review of just the house itself. I got pictures. I always like to put neighborhood information in here, what's around, parks, restaurants, entertainment, school districts, things like that. Next, I always like to add in a general real estate review for the area. In this, I always like to talk about days on market, what the 12 months of activity have been over the last 12 months, buying patterns in the area to show when those hot months were. And I also like to include a chart here that people can use where you take your square footage of your home, you go up to the trend line here to see what it could be worth based on closed sale prices in the area. And obviously your property is either going to fall above that line or below that line, depending on the condition and the amenities that it has. I also like to add in the property info sheet as well, so you can get a little bit more in depth of what this property has. And then I like to print out the population demographics here, which is also something new that I've added into these reviews. In this, it discusses the population of the neighborhood, the ages, what their each household makes, what kind of jobs each household has, the number of cars. It gets pretty in depth in here. The type of homes that are in the area and how many bedrooms are most common, which can be helpful for any investors who are looking to buy fix and flips, and how they should go about updating that home itself. How long people actually live in this neighborhood, what the trend is for people moving in and out of the area. And then I always like to finish with the Coldwell Banker Blue Sheet that just gives you an in-depth look into what is happening in our MLS, the Southwest MLS, from new sales, new listings, pending sales, median house price, average house price, days on market, price per square foot, how much sellers are getting on average and on median for their homes. So it's just chock full of information. And again, I am happy to prepare one specifically for you, your property, your neighborhood. Just shoot me a DM. Casa Kano, out.